We're on to the second aspect of conducting research for our research question. So in the previous video, I talked about making a mind map. So I actually fleshed out our mind map a little bit here. I added some more words, some new things came to me after the previous video. So you'll notice, I thought about the term evolution, and that could be development, that could be progression. I thought about, dialects as an evolution of language. I fleshed out emoji to not just be emoticon, but I thought, pictographs, smileys, ideograms. I brainstormed a whole bunch of stuff. Now the goal here is that we're working with what we know, like what we said, and then we want to start making a search term list and document our research process. Documenting research and conducting preliminary research is incredibly important. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run. So linked in the library guide below this video is this tool that I really like called Credo Academic Core. So Credo is a database that we have access to in the library. It will search across multiple encyclopedias and dictionaries at the same time, and it's a really great place to get background information. You can also just use general web searching for getting preliminary information as well. So if we wanted to search something like emoji, it's a very easy search. Credo will think a little bit about it. And the cool thing about emoji or searching emoji in Credo is that you get kind of a sneak peek at what all of these articles are going to be about based on where they come from. So we have this article, Emoticons and Emoji from the Encyclopedia of Computer Science and Technology. That sounds like it'd be really relevant. Understanding the emoji of solidarity, the conversation, independent source of analysis. And then of course we have some more dictionary definitions down here. So the nice thing about Credo is that you kind of get a preview of what you're in for. I'm going to take a look at this first article. And if I was doing this kind of research, I would want to read a little bit about emoji, where they came from, what they're called. So in this case, they refer to emoji as more and more communications went online from the form of email, text messages, and postings in chat rooms, blogs, and other venues. It became popular to use graphical symbols as a sort of demonstrative shorthand for expressing feelings. So, terms like shorthand, expressing feelings, I'm already learning more about my topic. So these preliminary searches are really helpful. We get some really good citations below in these articles. We also get some really good related searches on the side here, things like Unicode, which we'll get into a little bit later, Unicode symbols. So we're getting a lot of, looks like computer standards and standards for all sorts of different things regarding emoji and emoticon. So useful for finding out if it answers our research question. Is it its own language, or does it contribute to the English language? Now we can also do a basic Google search for this, and emoji is a particularly good example. If you search emoji in Google, you get, getemoji.com. Emojipedia is a dictionary of all the emoji and what they mean. Maybe not particularly useful to our question, but an interesting thing nonetheless. We'll get the full emoji list. This Unicode keeps coming up. Of course, we have Wikipedia. I have a special version, a skin of Wikipedia, which is why it looks different, but the link will work the same for you. Again, Wikipedia, we're not citing this, we're just using these background sources like Wikipedia, like Credo Academic Core, to get an idea of what it is we're talking about. This Wikipedia article is particularly good because it talks about the origin of emoji pictograms since the 1990s, so then we can get all of this information on it. This is really helpful because ultimately what we want to do is we want to read through these and we want to start documenting the search terms that we find. Also linked in the library guide, you will find a research process worksheet, which I've provided for you. And in here, you can put in your topic. So in this case, we're emoji and the English language. You can put in your inquiry or research questions. So we have our research question from the previous video right here. And now we're in this section on finding background information. So I've taken all the keywords from my mind map. My mind map keywords, some of those came from these background sources. So you're kind of blending together everything that you did in your mind map and your background searching, because we want to document all of these very useful keywords that we're then going to go and search in the database. So your next task is to, again, complete that mind map if you haven't done so already, see the previous video, or do some searching online, do some searching in an encyclopedia, and try to learn a little bit about your topic before you start looking for the literature.